when would you ever go on a date with multiple women at one time? Okay.
Favorite limo entrance?
It's going to be between either Gabby or Marlena.
Least favorite limo entrance?
I won't go there because I think everybody went and gave it their best. And I don't think there was anyone that I looked at when I was like, that sucked. No, I was just happy all of them gave it their all.
Okay, what about most shocking?
Shocking. Probably Jill, right? She comes up with the ashes of her ex-boyfriends. I think you saw it on my face. I was like, yeah, I'm not trying to be in that jar.
Do we know, by the way, speaking of limo entrance, is Rachel, that wasn't her mom, right? That was just a 63-year-old lovely woman. Who's her wing woman?
It was her wing woman, yes.
Okay.
And I don't know who exactly she was. I just knew it was a wing woman. So I thought that was actually a lot of fun. And she played into that really well. And that was another one that stood out to me.
Best night one kiss?
Oh, I feel like it's so far removed from night one. I mean, I look at it. I would say maybe, I guess it probably was Teddy. Yeah, Teddy, because I think she stood out to me night one. So if I look back at it, it's like, yeah, that was one that she stood out all the way around. One
thing that you didn't pack that you wish you had?
I don't know. I feel like I just showed up, and that's all I needed to show up. And I think maybe some more of my favorite snacks. I feel like all throughout there was points where at different locations I went that I wish I'd have had my crunchy Cheetos and didn't have those.
One thing that surprised you behind the scenes of night one?
Well, I mean, again, what people saw is what they saw, but there was just like you can only show so much in a 2-hour window. I just was so shocked by all of the connections that I had that were so strong that, might have not made it on TV night one, but I think that's where people will see as time goes on. There's just so many connections that were being formed. You can only show what you can show in 2 hours.
Eliminated contestant that you wish you spent more time with?
Also a very tough question to answer because, I knew I had to send home people night one. And unfortunately, maybe, you look back at it and you're like, all of these women have given more time. Could they have potentially been someone that would have made it farther? Yeah, possibly. So I don't know. I wish I could have had more time, I guess, with all the women that I sent home night one, because it's hard to send home people right after 20 minutes or less of maybe 5 minutes of talking to them. So I guess you always wish you had more time, but you got to work with what you got.
You're a nice guy, Clayton. What can you tease to me about the second episode? You're on your first dates. How does your first group date go? Your first one-on-one? Give me the tease.
Well, you're going to see my first ever group date, because when would you ever go on a date with multiple women at one time? So, yeah, people will see that. I think, again, as this all progresses, everyone has to understand this is coming from somebody who I had no idea what I was walking into. I was very ignorant in that respect. So every time it cuts to me and people will see, it's like, what's going on in his head? It's just like me trying to figure out what is happening right now. How am I on a date right now with 13 women? I don't know how do I approach this, right? So that's what people are going to see. Maybe a lot of looks of being clueless, but I start to figure it out as time goes on, thankfully.
And last question, we see Shanae a little bit getting into the drama in the promo. Can you tease to me anything about her role or the drama that's going to start to play out as going forward?
I mean, I guess they tease things for a reason, right? So, listen, Shanae is very vibrant, and Shanae is fun, and she's not someone who holds back. So, everyone's got to see why they're teasing her that way. But yeah, she's a fun one.